Hola a todos, bienvenidos a este live. Les doy la bienvenida a este encuentro con Keshava otra vez, otro jueves maravilloso para aprender de filosofía tradicional yógica y Vedanta. Hoy es un día súper especial porque vamos a tocar un tema muy potente, que es la rueda del SAMSARA. Va a tocar temas muy interesantes sobre diferentes tipos de encarnación, sobre ascensión, descenso, incluso evolutivo. Entonces, presten mucha atención, vamos a hacer la misma dinámica que siempre, yo voy a traducir lo que él dice. Si aún no han visto los videos anteriores, esto es la continuación de varios videos anteriores en los que hemos venido tratando los paso a paso, toda la parte de yoga Vedanta, entonces les recomiendo muchísimo que los vean. Y sin más, vamos a comenzar. Thank you so much, Keshava, to be here one more Thursday. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm here to translate, and I'm very blessed to be here. Thank you so much.
So today we will discuss the important concept of cycle of samsara. So cycle of samsara is sometimes translated as cycle of suffering, but it may be a little bit pessimistic. But then we have to define, so we have to clearly know so that we can get out of it.
Okay.
So there is, yeah.
Okay, bueno. Hoy vamos a hablar del círculo del samsara, que normalmente está definido como el círculo del sufrimiento, pero eso es una forma de traducirlo un poquito pesimista. Entonces hoy vamos a ver los diferentes aspectos y la importancia de este ciclo.
Yeah. So the life of continuously altering, relentlessly altering sukha, dukkha, happiness and sorrow, it goes on in our experiences, So this is called, this is samsara.
Yes. El ciclo de samsara es el ciclo de alterne entre la felicidad y el sufrimiento continuamente. Felicidad, sufrimiento, felicidad, sufrimiento. Este ciclo que va y va y va continuamente es el ciclo del samsara.
So all the psychological problems of the human being, all the put together, it's called samsara, simply. Yeah.
Todos los problemas psicológicos del ser humano es lo que se llama samsara.
Yeah. So this is a life of limitation, life of limitation. So life of what we call it, apurnatvam. So limitations and all the ignorance, self-ignorance and the self-ignorance caused conditionings, all put together, it's called samsara.
Okay. Ese es el círculo de las limitaciones como la ignorancia, todas esas limitaciones de la ignorancia, de no saber, de no conocer nuestra naturaleza, es lo que se llama samsara, el ciclo de las limitaciones.
So samsara in Sanskrit means that which goes around and around, cyclical, Samyak sarati. Samyak sarati means it goes again and again and again. So it's a loop,
Okay.
So,
samsara en sánscrito significa que va continuamente, que es cíclico, que va y va y va continuamente, es un ciclo.
Yeah, it's a merry-go-round. It's a mercy-go-round actually. It's a mercy, mercy-go-round. It looks like merry-go-round, but actually it's a misery-go-round. It's not merry-go-round, it's a misery-go-round because it puts you into this fears and fear of death and egotism and kama, karma, the whole thing.
Yes.
So it's like a misery go round from the standpoint of the higher self, the reality.
Yes. Desde el punto de vista de la realidad absoluta, se podría considerar es un ciclo de miseria, porque es el ciclo del karma, de la acción del karma y de volver al sufrimiento, entonces se considera como un ciclo de miseria.
Yeah. So you can already see that it's a cyclical, it goes again and again. That's why it's called cyclical. Samsara. The time concept which we have discussed already earlier, so it's a cyclical. The whole thing goes around, even the whole cosmos also is again goes around. In our life also, until we are enlightened, until we discover who we are, so this samsara goes around again and again.
Es cíclico, eso quiere decir que continúa constantemente hasta que conseguimos liberarnos, conseguimos la liberación. Ese ciclo va y viene continuamente como el universo, es cíclico, nunca termina, es como una rueda.
Yeah. So now let us discuss the whole theory of the samsara. So the reality is one. There is only one reality, the timeless reality. So that we call it, technically we call it the Brahman, So Sat, Chit, Ananda. So briefly we have seen earlier. So Sat, Chit, Ananda. That is the reality. That's a timeless reality. So this is cosmic oneness, the timeless reality.
Okay. So, I will translate. Hay una sola realidad que es la realidad sin tiempo, que es Brahman o Sat Chit Ananda, que es la realidad sin tiempo, es una realidad que existe, es lo que existe, lo único que existe permanente.
Yeah. So from this non-dual state, it's a non-dual state, the pure existence. So from this state, so for some reason, so reason is it's not we cannot logically understand this. It's a beyond I mean it's non-conceptual. Okay.
Yes.
So for some reason, so we have forgotten, the self-forgetfulness starts. You see. So it's called avidya. So avidya starts. So this is the beginning. So because of the Maya, because of the power of Maya is a cosmic veil.
Yeah.
Cosmic veil. So illusion we can translate, but it's not a good translation.
Okay.
So you can say it's a cosmic veil. So that makes us forget ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the beginning.
Okay. El comienzo de la salida de esa realidad no dualística, ¿ok? La realidad, el Brahman, es no dualista. La salida de ahí sucede por una razón que no se puede conceptualizar y no se puede comprender. Entonces hay una salida, hay un olvido. Hay un olvido que se llama avidya y sucede porque se crea un velo, que es lo que se considera como maya. Maya no es una ilusión, es un velo. Un velo que nos hace olvidar quiénes somos. Y la comprensión de por qué sucede esto no es comprensible, no es algo conceptual, no se puede conceptualizar, es más allá de la comprensión humana, pero sucede que uno se olvida de su naturaleza pura por maya.
Yeah. So the unembodied pure consciousness, so it takes the body, becomes embodied. So because of this avidya, self-ignorance or self-forgetfulness. So that is the same thing is from the individual standpoint. The same thing is called Maya from the cosmic level. At the cosmic level, from the cosmic level, it's called Maya. The same Maya from the individual standpoint, it becomes avidya. So this is the self-forgetfulness, and it is anadi, means it is beginningless.
Meaningless.
Beginningless, yeah.
Okay. Entonces, a nivel cósmico, es esa ignorancia, como ese olvido se llama maya. A nivel personal se llama avidya, que es el olvido que tenemos cada uno de quiénes somos realmente. A nivel cósmico se llama maya, a nivel individual es avidya.
Yeah. Sometimes it's also called the Maya Vilasa. So Maya Vilasa means it's a play of Maya. It's a play of Maya, and we don't know when it started. So that's why it's called beginningless. So at the same time, it has got an end. So beginningless means not being endless also. There is an end.
Sí, Yes. Y eso es importante porque Maya no tiene comienzo, no se sabe el comienzo de esa ilusión, pero sí se sabe que tiene un fin. Y esto es lo importante, ¿ok? Es algo sin comienzo, no se conoce el origen de ese velo, de ese maya, pero sí se sabe que tiene un fin.
Yeah, so it's slowly it covers up, So slowly I start forgetting myself. Slowly, over a period of time, I completely forget myself. So that is why this avidya has got two powers. It has got. So one is avarana, and the next one is Vikshepa. So briefly, Avarana is that which covers up the true knowledge of the self. So that covers the true knowledge of the self, and it throws. Vikshepa means throwing. It projects, something else. So one is the power of covering the true knowledge of the self, and the second thing is mistaking something else to be myself. So these are the two powers of avidya: avarana, vikshepa, covering and projecting something else.
Entonces hay dos poderes en avidya, en ese olvido personal, que uno es la cobertura del ser real, y la otra es proyectar el creer que uno es lo que no es. Esos son los dos poderes de avidya, de la ignorancia. Uno es cubrir el ser con otra cosa, y otra es confundir ser lo que no somos.
Yeah. Example. So avarana covers, means it covers my true knowledge of the self, and vikshepa means I take the body, mind and the ego to be myself. You see, there is already the superimposition. So I conveniently forget my true self, my higher self. So who am I, what am I, that's forgotten, and I take myself to be the body, mind and the ego, samsari. One who identifies with the body, mind, ego, and forgets with the true self, which is pure bliss, ananda. So that person is called samsari. Samsari means one who has got this maya, avidya, self, one who has forgotten the self, real self. So this is the example.
Ok, entonces las dos cosas que suceden es que en uno nos olvidamos de quiénes somos, y en otra es que nos confundimos, pasamos a creer que somos el cuerpo, la mente y el ego. Entonces uno es olvidarnos que somos conciencia pura, y otra es confundirnos y creer que somos el cuerpo, la mente y el ego.
Yeah. So this is the beginning stage of samsara. The reason for the samsara is avidya, self-forgetfulness. And because of this self-forgetfulness, identification with the body, mind, forgetting the true self and identification with the body, mind comes. This is called atma, anatma, adhyasa. So mutual superimposition. So mutual superimposition means, that's what. So I take my true self to be the body, mind and sense complexes. So anatma becomes atma. Then the samsara starts, already began. Mistake. So ignorance causes mistakes.
Entonces la rueda del samsara empieza cuando olvidamos quiénes somos, cuando nos confundimos, ¿ok? Confundimos quiénes somos, olvidamos quiénes somos y empezamos a creer que somos el cuerpo, la mente y el ego. Nos olvidamos de quiénes somos.
Yeah. Like in the dream, so we are the one who create the dream, So in dream, I create my dream. The whole dream world is created by me, my consciousness. Time, space, objects, things, everything is created by me. And I also create myself. But then slowly I forget myself. I forget that I created the dream. Then, so I identify with the dream, So forgetting that I am the one who is projecting this whole dream world. So then I forget that. Somehow I forget that. Then I start identifying with the dream. The whole dream personality, dream time, and that's a dream samsara, like that. Exactly here also like that.
Entonces la rueda del samsara es como el sueño. Comenzamos a soñar, nosotros creamos ese sueño, y de pronto, dentro del sueño que hemos creado, nos olvidamos que es un sueño y empezamos a creer que es realidad. Eso es el samsara. El sueño en el que creemos que es una realidad lo que no es la realidad real.
Yeah. So here also the same. So slowly I forget myself and I mistake the body mind to be. So this is samsara starts. So here, so the samsari is the same Brahman, same original consciousness, undivided, indivisible, one. So universal consciousness plus avidya becomes indivisible, samsari.
Entonces, un samsari es lo que se llama la conciencia universal más el avidya, más la ignorancia más el olvido. Eso es lo que se llama un samsari, una persona, un ser que está dentro del samsara. Es espíritu más ignorancia, olvido de quién es sí mismo.
Yeah. So now the stage is set. The stage is set now. Now we have upadhi. So upadhi is the body. Unembodied becomes bodied because of the avidya. So we have the body, upadhi. Upadhi is a body. So this body we have physical body, subtle body, causal body. So this we will talk about later, more details. So physical body is our this body, tangible body. So subtle body is the mind, senses, all this 90. There are 19 entities are there, which we will discuss later. Then the causal body is memory. So deep-rooted memory body. So all put together, it's called upadhi.
Upadhi.
Yeah, upadhi.
Entonces, el upadhi es la personificación de todo lo anterior. Entonces, el cuerpo físico, el cuerpo, ¿ok? El cuerpo, toda esa parte del ser más la ignorancia se personifica, encarna en un cuerpo físico, en el que hay 3 tipos de cuerpo, uno físico, casual y mental, de los que él va a hablar específicamente después.
Yeah. So now, because of this, already embodied and the body comes and so now, then comes what is called asmita. So asmita is egotism. Patanjali calls it egotism in yoga. So
Aphorism.
Yeah, egotism, asmita. So this personality, asmita is, you can say, the human personality, all the conditionings, individuality, conditionings, all this persona starts.
Yes.
So this is what. So this asmita.
Lo siguiente es la persona, es la personalidad que se crea. Ya está el individuo con todas sus partes, física, mental y de los recuerdos, la casual, y ahí se crea una personalidad que es el ego, y eso es como lo siguiente. Ahí entra a profundizar en el olvido, ¿ok?
Yeah. So when this it's a false sense of self. We can say this. It's a eye maker. The small eye ego.
Eye maker, yeah.
So it's a false sense of self. It's not true self. True self is this unchanging, unmoving, pure. Bliss, state of bliss. But then because of this ignorance and getting upadhi, then there is a false sense of self comes. So wrong identification. It's a persona. The whole persona. The whole psychology starts. Yeah.
Esa parte es la parte. Yes.
Psychology starts from here, and psychology ends here. So psychology doesn't talk about above other things. Okay.
Esa es la parte psicológica del ser. Es la parte del ego. Entonces, es la parte que crea el yo pequeño. El yo soy, pero pequeño, no el yo soy interno, que es el ser. Es el yo como yo hago, yo me gusta, no me gusta. Ese yo que se identifica con cosas, que es la personalidad, y ahí es donde es la parte ahí empieza la psicología. La psicología occidental, eso es lo que empieza a partir de ahí. No toca nada de la parte del ser ni de la parte del olvido. Solamente analiza la personalidad falsa.
Yeah. So you can say this from here. It's Dvaita. Dvaita means duality. So the duality starts. So everything separate. So everybody, you separate, I am separate. All the mental constructs, time, space constructs, times constructs, all will come, all will start. So also apurnatvam. Apurnatvam means limitedness, sense of limitation, sense of I and me. So limitation, I am subject to all the problems, So the whole personality, all the conditionings, all samsara, all the psychological problems start from here.
Ahí empieza la dualidad, empieza el tiempo, el concepto del tiempo, de la limitación de que yo soy yo nada más, yo como personalidad. Entonces ahí empieza la dualidad. ¿ok? El tiempo, el espacio, las limitaciones que creemos que tenemos.
Yeah. So duality, the dvaya. I mix up Sanskrit and English.
Mm-hmm.
So duality means limitation, fear.
Yes.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So likes, dislikes, all this comes. So that's what. So limitation. Already limitation. Apurnatvam, already limitation. Already I'm not happy with what I am, and I cannot stay in this condition because you see, because my true self, the really speaking, my true self is pure existence, knowledge, and bliss.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not known. This is not known because I have forgotten. So because of the Maya. At the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I cannot stand this. I want to get out of this.
Yes. Yes. Entonces lo que sucede en ese estado de limitación es que el ser está dentro con el maya. Entonces hay una intranquilidad de que no puedes estar limitado, no soportas ese estado de limitación. Ese es el ser queriendo salir de ese maya, no se aguanta esa limitación, esas pocas posibilidades, esa personalidad, ¿ok? Uh-huh.
Yeah, that is why our true self is so the bliss, so existence, so unconditioned bliss. That is why nobody wants unhappiness, sorrow. Everybody wants to get out of the sorrow because that's not my nature. My nature is the pure bliss. So that's why we don't complain happiness. Only when we are sorrow, when we are suffering, so we complain and we want to get out of this,
Yes.
of this, because that's not our nature.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Entonces, ahí es cuando comienza la búsqueda. Cuando hay sufrimiento, cuando hay pena, cuando estamos inconformes, es cuando comienza la búsqueda, porque somos nuestra naturaleza. Nuestra naturaleza es felicidad, es bliss. Entonces, cuando estamos felices, cuando estamos tranquilos, no hay una búsqueda porque esa es nuestra naturaleza. Es cuando empezamos a sufrir, cuando empezamos a estar incómodos, que empezamos la búsqueda.
Yeah. So, that is why you see that all the beings, not only human beings, all the beings, so originally they are all one universal consciousness called Brahman. So, the fundamental reality of that Brahman is Ananda. Ananda means the bliss. That is why everybody, all the human beings, all the plants, animals, everybody wants to live forever because that's the existence. The very existence is our nature, and also live forever, and also awareness, consciousness. That's also fundamental. I cannot be unconscious and living. No, I want to be conscious, aware. And also I want to be happy and bliss. That is why everybody is trying. Everybody wants that happiness only.
Yes.
See? Knowingly or unknowingly. Knowingly or unknowingly.
Yes. Entonces, por eso es que todos buscamos la felicidad, porque nuestro estado, incluso cualquier ser del universo, tanto las plantas como los animales, todos quieren vivir eternamente, buscan sobrevivir, porque eso es la naturaleza del ser superior. Brahman es eterno. Entonces, por eso nuestra naturaleza interna busca la eternidad, porque es nuestra naturaleza real, y también busca Ananda, que es felicidad, bliss. Por eso todos buscamos la felicidad, porque es nuestra naturaleza, la eternidad y la felicidad es nuestra naturaleza. Por eso todos la buscamos, porque es lo que somos.
Yeah. So now, so this is being so. Now, so I want to get back to myself, because unconsciously at the spiritual level, metaphysically, my true self I have forgotten. I want that happiness back. But then at the same time, the avarana vikshepa shaktis are there. At the same time, the avidya, maya is covering up myself.
Yes.
At the same time, I cannot be unhappy because that's my true nature. That's not my true nature. I want to get, so that there is a confusion here. You see, there is a confusion here. That is why I want to do something. The desire comes so that I can get back to my true nature. So that's what the karma is a desire. The desire comes. I want
Very
to do
good.
something.
Entonces, en esa intranquilidad, en ese querer buscar la felicidad, llega el deseo. El deseo llega de querer cambiar, de querer hacer algo diferente para poder llegar a nuestra naturaleza. Y eso es kama. Ahí es donde surge el deseo y fluye de la intranquilidad, del querer estar feliz y no querer estar sufriendo. Entonces surge el deseo hacia descubrir quién realmente eres.
Yeah. So this kama also supported by what is called raga and dvesha. So raga, dvesha, likes, because I like some certain things, I like some people, I like some things, I like to do certain things so that I can be happy. And at the same time, I don't like certain things so that I can be happy, so that I can be away from it, so that I can be happy, you know. So this is called raga, dvesha. It's so both. So raga, dvesha, you know, both are the same. The problem, the fundamental problem is the avidya. So because of that, the egotism, and because of the egotism, asmita, then this raga, liking some certain things and disliking certain things, you know. Then dharma, adharma, you know, dharma, adharma also will come. Part of that we have discussed earlier, you know. So doing certain things, dharma, so that I can be happy. Sometimes by mistakenly, you know, we do certain wrong things. So adharma, you know. So because confusion, already confusion is there, you know. That's why sometimes we do adharma also. Sometimes dharma, sometimes adharma. You know, it's all big mesh.
Yes. Sí, big mess. Entonces ahí, en esa búsqueda, en ese deseo, es cuando empezamos en la dualidad más fuerte de me gusta, no me gusta, busco esto y evito esto. Busco esto porque me da felicidad, me hace sentir bien, me acerca y quito esto porque no me gusta, lo rechazo o me confundo y hago cosas adármicas, que ya lo hablamos en otro video, o a veces hago cosas dármicas que están en concordancia con mi ritmo, con el universo, a veces no, y ahí empieza el caos. Ahí empieza el caos, queriendo buscar en ese deseo de descubrirnos, entonces que nos gustan unas cosas, no nos gustan otras, pero esto va en contra de lo que pienso, esto va a favor, y ahí empieza el caos.
Yeah. So this is the fundamental fountain, you know. So this is a fundamental fountain, the kama. The kama is desire, and this desire is the desire also supported by the four, you know, the primitive instincts. So there are four primitive instincts. So can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Yes, perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this
four desires.
Four primitive instincts. Primitive instincts.
Instincts.
So
yeah.
Instincts.
Yes.
So ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithuna. That means ahara, the food, you know, instincts, food instincts. Nidra, the sleep instincts. So ahara, nidra, bhaya, fear will be there. You know, fear instincts. Then maithuna. Maithuna means the desire to propagate.
Fear, yeah.
The desire to propagate. So all this desire is supported by four primitive instincts also. So we will discuss those instincts later as a part of causal body. Later we will discuss also. So this is supported by four instincts. Primitive. So now this is about the fundamental, the fountain of desire, supported by four primitive instincts, pop up. And if we want to do karma, action comes.
Entonces ahí surgen los cuatro instintos primitivos, como por ejemplo comer, dormir, el miedo y las ganas de propagarse. De esos vamos a hablar más específicamente, pero ahí esos instintos primitivos es los que nos llevan a hacer la acción, al karma, de lo que hemos hablado en otras clases. ¿Ok? Entonces ahí comienza la acción con esos instintos primitivos, esa fuerza.
Yeah. So now, because of the desire, the karma, you know, we do karma. So we do karma prompted by the desire to karma, the desire and the instincts prompted by this. So we do karma. So karma means action, any action. So any action we do, even the mental action also. So karma. So when you say karma, when you say karma, so then there is a karta. You know, the karta will be there. Karta means one who I am the one who is doing, you know. So that is also because of the asmita. This asmita, egotism. So egotism also comes here. Because of the egotism also, the karta, very important, the karta, the doer. I am the one who is doing this, that comes. Action,
The doer.
actor comes out.
Actor, ya. Entonces ahí empieza el karma, empieza la acción. Con esos deseos y esos instintos comenzamos a hacer cosas. Y esto está muy relacionado con lo que hablábamos antes del ego, que es el hacedor, el que hace, el que cree que hace esas acciones. Ahí es muy importante, porque ese es el falso hacedor, que es el ego, ¿ok? El que hace ese karma, el que crea ese karma.
Yeah. So in every action,
Very good.
in every action there is a karta also. The actor also comes up. So the actor comes up means what? Again we are strengthening the ego. You see, this asmita is false sense of self. So this becomes more and more stronger because every action, I am the one who is doing.
Yes.
I am the one who is doing. That action comes and it adds more. So it's like strengthening the more and more ego.
Yes. Entonces, con cada acción que hacemos fortalece el ego. Entonces, todo eso es un ciclo también, es un ciclo de hacer y creer que somos nosotros los que estamos haciendo eso, y eso fortalece el ego, y eso es un ciclo bien peligroso.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
very good.
Your voice is breaking, Shaira. Your voice is breaking.
Maybe the internet, but I can listen you perfectly. Hopefully the recording will be good. Hopefully.
Okay.
I can listen you good. Can you listen me?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe the internet connection.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Some people coming in. Yes.
Okay. So now, so because of the karma.
Yes, you can continue. No problem.
So karma. Then I do actions. I do karmas.
Yes.
So then the karma phala. The karma phala means the results of action will come. Invariably for every action.
Yes.
Because the doer is there. Because the karta, the actor is there. So the results also will come. So that's called the karma phala.
Yes. Entonces, esas acciones van a generar resultados, y ahí empieza lo que hemos tratado en otras partes. Esas acciones del karma van a generar unos resultados. Yes.
Yeah, karma phala. And here, karma phala means so the results of the action will be not always good. Sometimes not good also.
Yes.
So that's called punya. Punya means good karma phala.
Yes.
So papa means not good karma phala. So this good karma phala gives sukha, means happiness. The papa gives dukkha. So sukha dukkha. So yeah.
Entonces, esas acciones van a generar resultados. Unos resultados van a ser buenos y otros malos. Entonces, ahí vamos a estar en ese juego, ¿ok? De acciones que generan buenos resultados, acciones que generan malos resultados.
So now because of this karma phala, so one who enjoys this, one who enjoys this, either punya or papa, good or bad, So again, I am the one who is victim, I am the one who is victim. I am the one who is enjoying this, So then again, so this is called bhoktrutva.
Yes.
So the enjoyership, the actorship, the actor, actionhood, actor, and also the enjoyer, So this actor and enjoyer again, so dual. So
Yes.
both. Because of I am the one who is doing. So again the ego is again strengthening. Because I am the one who is one who has done. I am the one, and I have to get that. I am the one who is getting that. I am the one who is enjoying.
Yes. Yes. Entonces ahí está la persona, y ahí está otra vez de nuevo el ego, que es el que disfruta, es el que hace, y el que disfruta o el que sufre es la víctima, es el que se siente afectado el que reconoce el efecto de esas acciones. O se alegra o se entristece, pero es la víctima, sea como sea, ¿no?
Yeah. So that is why you can see in our life, so we have sukha, dukkha. You know, we have sukha, dukkha. We have sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are unhappy, you know. So this is because of the karma. So on the results of karma. So there it's evoking more strengthening the ego. Then more actions, you know, it prompts again to do more actions. You know, it goes on like this. Yeah.
Yes. Entonces, con esas acciones, esos resultados, esa identificación, me gusta, no me gusta, disfruto, no disfruto, eso lleva a hacer más acciones, a identificarse más todavía, a crecer el ego, y eso fortalece todo ese ciclo de hacer, me gusta, no me gusta, disfruto, sufro, estoy feliz, y todo ese ciclo de engaño del actor, del que cree que está siendo retribuido, ahí comienza un ciclo de engaño.
So now,
yes.
So because of you see, Patanjali talks about 5 kleshas. So pancha kleshas, that is the reasons for this samsara. The reasons for samsara. So that is avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, and abhinivesha, fear of death. So this is a Patanjali's model. So we are expanding more, little more. We are expanding, including Patanjali's model also for samsara. Okay. So now we have. So now we have what is called the samskaras and vasanas. You know, because of action. So because of the action, every action gives an imprint in the mind. Every action, there is an imprint in the mind. You know, so that imprints are called samskaras. Samskaras, either is a physical action or even the mental action. So every action has an imprint in the mind, in the memory. So they are called samskaras.
Entonces ahí salen los samskaras, que son las impresiones en la mente. Cada acción, tanto física como mental, tiene una impresión en la mente, y eso es lo que se llaman samskaras. Ahí comienza el ciclo de la acción. Cada acción, tanto mental como física, genera una impresión en la mente que se llaman samskaras.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, deep-rooted impressions or predilections in the mind, in the subconscious mind, unconscious mind. So they are called samskaras, and they are also called vasanas sometimes. You know, vasanas. So vasana or samskara, these are the deep-rooted imprints in the mind generated by every action, every karma, every action, physical or mental. You know, they're samskaras.
Yes. Entonces, cada acción, ya sea mental o física, va a generar un samskara, una impresión en la mente que lo que hace es redireccionarnos siempre hacia determinadas formas de pensamiento, porque son impresiones que quedan en el subconsciente y lo que hacen es canalizarnos hacia un tipo de pensamiento, en esas impresiones. Y cada acción que hacemos, tanto física o mental, generan samskaras. Entonces acabamos con una forma, un camino, como una dirección siempre de pensamiento por esos samskaras.
Yeah. So the good action also gives samskara. Even the bad action also gives samskara. Good experience also gives samskara. Good samskara. And very sad, sorrowful experience also gives samskara. Both are samskaras. Both are stored inside.
Entonces, tanto las cosas buenas como las cosas malas generan samskaras. Eso es muy importante. Tanto las acciones buenas como las malas generan samskaras. Unos son positivos y otros son negativos.
Yeah. So the samskara and samsara, they are related, but they're not the same. So the samsara is the effect.
Yes.
You can say samskara is the cause and samsara is the effect. So samskara causes samsara.
Yes. Entonces, samsara y samskara es diferente. Samskara es la causa y samsara es el efecto. Los samskaras son los que nos generan estar dentro del samsara.
Yeah. And also because of the asmita also there's a strong samskara. Asmita also leaves a strong samskara within, you know. So, and also bhokta. And also you see here we have samskara. And this enjoyer, you know, enjoyer also gives samskara. And the doer, you know, karta. This karta also gives samskara.
Yes.
They are fundamental samskaras, very fundamental samskaras. So they also have that some inside in the, you know, that's I'm individual. That individuality is a samskara. It's there inside. You know, I'm the doer. The samskara is there. I'm an enjoyer. The samskara. So all these samskaras, they go into subconscious mind, unconscious mind, and they prompt again to do actions more.
Entonces, estos, tanto el ego como el que hace, como el que disfruta, todas estas de la personalidad generan samskaras que nos van a hacer. Yeah, can you listen to me?
It's breaking. The voice is breaking. Maybe you can.
Can you listen me now?
Yeah.
Now.
Okay.
Now can you listen?
Yeah. I
Okay.
Can. So.
Entonces lo que decía es que tanto el ego como el que, yes, como I will finish translation because I think I didn't finish what you said before. Entonces, because the people here in the chat, they told me that in Venezuela they can listen perfectly. So hopefully the recording is good. Hopefully.
Okay.
Entonces lo que él decía es que el ego, tanto el ego como el que disfruta, como el que hace, todo eso genera un tipo de samskaras muy específicos que nos llevan a hacer más acciones que generan más samskaras en nuestra mente subconsciente. Yes.
Yeah. So now, so you can recollect, we have discussed what is karma yoga, you know, what is karma yoga and what is nishkarmata. So we are in the karma yoga, we try to reduce this actor, you know, that actorship, doership, and also enjoyership. So by trying to, we in karma yoga, we are trying to reduce the samskara, the imprint of samskara, you know. So.
Yeah. Yes. Entonces, mediante el karma yoga, que ya hemos hablado en otros videos, lo que estamos intentando reducir es el ego, el que hace y el disfrute. Entonces, así se reducen los samskaras. El karma yoga ayuda a reducir samskaras. Very important, yeah.
So, because these psychological imprints, you know, these predilections, so they are the one, you know, these samskaras govern our thinking again, our personality, you know. So it's very important to know about the samskaras and get out of this samskara, reduce the samskara, imprints, you know. So, yeah.
Yes. Entonces, estos samskaras nos redireccionan hacia un tipo de acción, un tipo de pensamiento. Entonces, es muy importante liberarnos de estos samskaras. Es extremadamente importante para no ir siempre por el mismo camino y generar el mismo tipo de acciones, el mismo tipo de samskaras y estar generando karma.
Yeah. So the whole our personality, the way we think, you know, our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions, you know, they're all governed by these samskaras. So the persona, the personality, the whole personality is governed, controlled by these samskaras. So this way, that's why we have to get rid of these samskaras. So.
Entonces, nuestra personalidad está guiada por estos samskaras. Esto es muy fuerte y muy importante, ¿no? Que estos samskaras guían y redireccionan nuestra personalidad hasta que nos liberamos de ellos. Yeah, this is very important.
These samskaras are part of the subconscious mind, unconscious mind, and the impulsive behavior. You know, sometimes unconsciously we do certain things. You know, so that unconsciously we are acting, we are reacting. So they're all
yes,
reacting. Yeah, reacting. And impulsive behavior. they're all part of samskara, these samskaras.
Yes, yes, yes. Entonces, cuando nosotros reaccionamos, cuando actuamos inconscientemente, todo esto es parte de esa parte reactiva que tenemos, es parte de nuestros samskaras.
Yeah. So that is why
Yes.
in Yoga Sutra, about the samskaras, are a lot of discussion about the samskaras. And our aim is to, through yamas and niyamas, Ashtanga Yoga, our aim is to reduce the imprints of samskaras by mindful actions. By mindful action, by mindful living, by yogic living, we want to try to reduce the samskaras. We don't want to add more samskaras. You know? Yeah.
Yes. Entonces, con una vida yógica, con karma yoga, con una vida yógica, lo que intentamos es reducir los samskaras al máximo y no crear nuevos. Es muy importante. Llevando la conciencia a la acción. Con la conciencia, con mindfulness. Así es como eliminamos los samskaras. Y no creamos nuevos.
Yeah. So,
yes.
You can see that the yoga, so in the yoga, so trying to reduce the samskaras and also not adding new samskaras by yamanas and niyamas and the yogic lifestyle, and also by practice of asana, pranayama, meditation, we want to reduce the samskaras, get rid of the samskaras, and by living, conscious living, you know, mindful living, we don't want to add new samskaras. You know, new samskaras we don't want to add. And by self-inquiry, so we want to restructure the whole mind.
Yes. The whole mess. Yes. Entonces, con asanas, con pranayama, con viviendo conscientemente, llevando la conciencia a cada acción que hacemos y con autoindagación, lo que hacemos es reestructurar toda esa parte subconsciente para que esos samskaras antiguos no nos lleven siempre hacia el mismo sitio. Entonces, con conciencia, la conciencia reestructura el subconsciente. Eso es muy fuerte, ¿no? Viviendo conscientemente, podemos reestructurar nuestro subconsciente. Yes.
Yeah. So in psychology, these samskaras are called archetypes. Archetypes. You know, it's a technical name. It's archetypes. So they are governing the
yes.
our personality, all the conditionings. Yeah.
Y así existen los arquetipos, que es un concepto, es lo mismo, son los samskaras, los arquetipos, que es lo que gobierna nuestro subconsciente, es lo mismo. Can you listen me?
Yeah. Yes, yeah. So,
okay.
And also we can see the samskaras sometimes good samskaras also, you know, and not good samskaras also. But then sometimes by creating the good samskara, we can neutralize the bad samskara. You see, sometimes by creating good samskara, we can neutralize the bad samskara. But at the end of the day, all the samskaras has to go.
Yes, okay. Entonces, creando buenos samskaras, podemos neutralizar los malos samskaras, pero al final, todos los samskaras se tienen que ir. Pero podemos crear primero buenos samskaras para neutralizar los malos.
Yeah. So in
yes.
samadhi state, all the samskaras has to go. So no samskara will remain in the samadhi state, in the enlightened state.
Yeah. Yes. Entonces, en samadhi no hay samskaras. Todos los samskaras se tienen que ir y todos los samskaras se van en samadhi. ¿Ok?
Yeah. But in the beginning, creating good samskaras are encouraged, because yoga, doing asana, yoga, pranayama, meditation is a good samskara. You know, so we create
yes.
good samskaras. We create good samskaras by yogic living and spiritual living, And these good samskaras will neutralize the bad samskaras. So in this way, we can get out of the completely, we can eliminate the samskaras.
Entonces, al principio es muy importante llevar una vida yógica, hacer la práctica, la sadhana, para neutralizar esos samskaras. Al principio es muy importante. Luego ya se irán, pero al principio esa vida yógica, la práctica, la sadhana es lo que va a neutralizar los samskaras negativos que tengamos. Yes.
Yeah. So now, so these samskaras, until and unless we completely remove these samskaras, we neutralize the samskaras. So these deep-rooted imprints will not go away, even in the death of the body. Even in the death of the body, these samskaras will not go away. So you can call them DNA. You can call them spiritual DNA. The samskaras is called spiritual DNA.
Yes.
So this will not die.
Wow.
The physical body will die. The physical body may die, but then these samskaras will not die. Yeah.
Wow. Y él dice que es muy importante esto, neutralizar los samskaras, porque los samskaras no mueren. Crean parte de nuestro ADN espiritual y no mueren con el cuerpo físico, se mantienen para las siguientes vidas. Esto es muy fuerte. ¿Ok? Entonces es muy importante en una vida neutralizar nuestros samskaras, porque si no nos los llevamos en nuestro ADN espiritual.
Yeah. So these samskaras will go away by self-knowledge, by discovering the self, by reaching enlightenment samadhi, only by self-realization. With self-realization only, the samskaras will go.
Ok. Entonces, solamente con la autorrealización, con la iluminación, es que se van completamente los samskaras.
Yeah. So when you wake up to the reality, samskaras will go. So until and unless we wake up to the reality of our true self, these samskaras will be there, and they will, even if this life is over, this body, when the body dies in this particular life, because of these samskaras and also because of the avidya, etc. So again, there is a next life. It continues.
Entonces, si no conseguimos quitarnos estos samskaras e iluminarnos en esta vida, esos samskaras se mantiene la avidya, se mantiene la ignorancia, y nos llevamos esto y reencarnamos. Volvemos a la siguiente vida con los samskaras.
Yeah. So, the person is not enlightened, not woken up to the reality. So, but then what happens? The physical body has to die one day, because the physical body is part of the 5 elements. So, physical body will die one day, and the person is not realized. Then, so there is a death for the physical body. There's a death for the physical body. It's called marana. So death, marana. Yeah, death for the physical body.
Entonces, el cuerpo que está hecho de los 5 elementos tiene que morir, se llama marana, y es la muerte del cuerpo físico. Eso va a suceder si no nos iluminamos, si nos iluminamos también, pero si no nos, sea como sea, el cuerpo físico va a morir porque está creado de los 5 elementos, y eso se llama marana, que es la muerte del cuerpo físico.
Yeah, so the person has to leave this body, because the body cannot live for a long time, So he has to take the new body. So there's a death. That's called death. Death of the body only. So when you say death, we say death of the body only. Nothing will die. The reality will not die. The reality, the Brahman, the pure self, pure consciousness will never take birth, will never die, and no death for the body. No death for the self, the real self, because it is never taken birth. It never dies. It's not subject to birth and death. Only what dies is only physical body.
Entonces, siempre va a morir el cuerpo físico porque tiene una vida limitada. Lo que no muere es el ser. Eso no muere nunca. Pero el cuerpo físico sí muere.
Yeah. So here we have to carefully understand, because so there is no death. So the self will never die. It's an eternal, immortal, pure being. It will never die. Only what dies is the body. the individuality, that individuality, the reflective consciousness, the abhasa. So abhasa chaitanya. So the reflective consciousness only, so as though dies. So when the physical body dies, because there is a mistake already, already there is a mistake that I am the body, That is why
Yes.
there is we feel that I am dying. But really what is death is only physical body is death. Death is only for the physical body. And also again we take a next birth again. Next body will come again. New body will come.
Entonces, lo que muere es el cuerpo físico. El cuerpo físico es el que tiene que morir, pero el ser nunca muere porque es eterno, nunca va a morir. Entonces, solamente el cuerpo físico. Aquí José nos pregunta si los samskaras se quedan en el cuerpo físico, van a la tierra. José is asking if the samskaras stays in the physical body and go to the earth. No, yeah.
Samskaras will not stay in the physical body. Samskaras will stay in the what is called the causal body. So here we have discussed more detail later. We'll do that. It is called the causal body. Causal body. This causal body you can also call it a soul. You can also call it soul.
Wow.
But one more thing: the soul is different. The self is different.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
This is the causal body. Is called soul. The soul is different, the self is different. So the causal body, the soul carries, carries these samskaras to the next life.
Entonces, cuando el cuerpo físico muere, los samskaras se quedan en el cuerpo casual, que es lo que se conoce como el alma, que es diferente al ser. En el alma es donde se quedan los samskaras para la siguiente vida.
Yeah. So these samskaras are carried to the next life.
Yes.
Through the causal body, the soul, the causal body, and also not only samskaras, also we carry, the soul carries the punya papa, So merit and demerit. We have done the karmas. Let us say I have done a lot of good karma, so I have a lot of good merit, good karma, good punya. That is I have not exhausted, I have not exhausted it. So that will be carried to the next life. Yeah.
So I understood the good impressions will go to the next life, or both. Good and bad.
Good, bad, everything. Yeah, both,
everything. Okay. Entonces, ambas impresiones, las buenas y las malas, se van a ir al cuerpo casual, se van a ir con el alma, ¿ok? Lo que él nombró ahí, eso se va a ir con el alma a la siguiente vida.
Yeah. So, both punya papa, good karma and bad karma, both, because I am the one who has done. I have to exhaust. Until and unless I exhaust it, it will be there. So, either I have to exhaust means I have to go through, or I have to enlighten. I have to discover myself, my true self.
Yes.
These are the two cases. In these two cases, the karma pala will go. So if I have not discovered myself, and also I have not exhausted, what will happen? It will go to the next life.
Yes. Entonces, tanto el karma positivo como el negativo se va para la siguiente vida, a no ser que nos iluminemos y despertemos conciencia, tanto el karma positivo, tanto puña como papa, se van para la siguiente vida. ¿Ok?
Yeah. So this is what is called the transmigration. Transmigration. So the transmigration is only those who have not exhausted karmas, those who have not discovered the self, those who have not enlightened yet. For them only transmigration.
Yes.
For enlightened person, there is no transmigration. It's done. Job is done.
Yes.
No more going by anywhere, and no more coming back. It's only one with the reality. Only those who are not enlightened yet.
Yes.
Still the self-ignorance is there. Avidya, asmita, punya, papa, all these things are there. So samskaras are there. So for them, so this is a transmigration.
Ok. Entonces ahí sucede la transmigración, que eso solo le sucede a las personas que no se han iluminado. Las personas que se iluminan ya está. Son uno con el ser, No hay vuelta, nos vuelven aquí, simplemente son unos con el ser, pero los que no consiguen iluminarse, sucede la transmigración y entonces tienen que volver y vuelven con todos sus samskaras, karmas positivos, negativos, con todo, vuelta.
Yeah. So these samskaras are carried to the next life through the soul. The soul carries, the karana sharira carries all the karmic imprints. You can say they are karmic imprints also. So samskaras also the karmic imprints. So these imprints, the spiritual DNA, it's a spiritual DNA. So this DNA is carried by the soul, and this will be in the it's very sukshma. That means very subtle. It's in the so these imprints will be like a light, like a light can go, So very subtle, we cannot see. So very subtle. So these samskaras are carried by the soul. Soul carries to the next life, and governed by all the cosmic laws, the karmic laws, universal laws, like we have discussed earlier, dharma and rhythm, So this karmic laws. So these laws carry this and to the next life, the transmigration.
Entonces todos esos karmas, todos esos samskaras quedan impresos en el alma que deja el cuerpo y con las leyes kármicas, con las leyes universales, las leyes kármicas, esas leyes llevan a ese alma a volver a encarnar en otro cuerpo físico, con toda esa carga, con toda esa información.
Yeah. So now here we have to discuss about the different lokas, means different planes of existence. So we have different planes of existence. You can say different levels of consciousness. So according to one's karma, so the person takes the birth in a different level of existence. Okay. For example, I have all wonderful good karma. I have done a lot of good karma. So accumulated a lot of good karma. Punya. We call it punya. Punya. At the same time, I have not realized myself. I missed the bus. I have not realized myself. At the same time, there's a lot of good karma in my account. My karmic account. That's a universal account, karmic account.
Yes.
So what happens? I go to. So we go to the plane, in a higher plane, where you, because of your karma, good karma, you can live happily without any physical problems, mental problems. So you can have a good life.
Yes.
So this is what we call it a different loka.
Ok. Entonces hay diferentes lokas que son planos de existencia o planos de conciencia dentro de esta misma realidad y depende del karma que hayas acumulado en la vida, vas a ir a un plano de conciencia dentro de esta existencia o a otro. Entonces, si en esta vida has realizado muchas cosas buenas y has rellenado bien grande tu cuenta de buen karma en el universo, has hecho muchas buenas acciones, en la próxima vida vas a encarnar en un cuerpo físico que no va a tener problemas físicos, mentales. Va a estar saludable y va a tener una vida relativamente fácil y llena de posibilidades. Eso es porque en la vida anterior rellenaste bastante tu cuenta bancaria de buen karma en la otra vida.
Yeah. So, but one thing, the fundamental the thing what we have to remember is, so there also, that's also a different loka only. It's not a permanent. It's not a permanent eternal. No. It's only a temporary. Maybe 1,000 years, maybe 2,000 years. You are there. But then still it's a part of samsara. It is still a part of samsara only.
Entonces, pero ese plano de conciencia, ese loka, es también temporal. Eso está dentro de la rueda del samsara. Puedes pasarte en ese plano de conciencia 1,000, 2,000 años, depende de lo que tú hagas, pero es limitado, no es eterno. Eso no hay una iluminación ahí. Simplemente es que estás en un buen plano de conciencia, pero es dentro del samsara.
Yeah. So until and unless you discover your true reality, infinite existence and bliss, which is one, yes, undivided, universal. Until and unless we discover, so this is still we are part of samsara. Even the higher plane, exalted plane, loka, but still it's a part of samsara. So once I exhaust my punya, so I come back again. I come back again. I come back again to this plane. But I have a chance to get self-knowledge easily here in that higher plane because I have a good karma. So I have a good chance of getting enlightenment easily in this higher plane.
Yes. Entonces, hasta que no nos iluminemos, hasta que no despertemos conciencia, vamos a volver a este plano. No vamos a salir de la rueda del samsara, pero sí vamos a venir con una facilidad muchísimo mayor de despertar conciencia, mucha más facilidad para el conocimiento, para tener una vida más dedicada a despertar conciencia. Entonces vamos a tener más facilidades dentro de este plano.
Yeah. So this is what there is no eternal heaven. There is no eternal heaven. So only transit. It's only transit.
Yes.
But there is a chance to easily get out of the samsara. Easily you can get enlightenment. You get the self-knowledge. So then after realizing the self, from there you become one with the existence, reality, the fundamental, the absolute reality. So, but the point is that this is also part of samsara only, higher plane.
Entonces tenemos que entender que incluso los planos más altos de conciencia en los que podamos encarnar son parte del samsara. No existe el Edén infinito hasta que nos autorrealizamos y pasamos a ser conciencia pura. Pero hasta ese momento, en los planos, por muy positivos que sean, siguen siendo dentro de la rueda del samsara.
Yeah. So, but the thing is that easy for one to enlighten. At the same time, at the same time, one can get lost also. Because there's no difficulty, only enjoyment.
Yes.
There is a possibility that complacency and one get lost also.
Yes. Totally.
So, yeah. So what happens, one way it's good, one way it's not so good also.
Entonces hay una parte importante en este caso de que uno encarne en una facilidad tan grande porque se puede perder en la facilidad. Cuando todo es muy fácil y todo es muy sencillo y todo se da con mucha tranquilidad, es muy fácil perderse y no dedicarse. Pero si uno se consigue focalizar, la iluminación está cerca, pero hay posibilidades de que uno se pierda porque todo es muy fácil en ese momento, en ese plano. Entonces es la prueba. Yes.
Yeah. So now let us say the person goes to the higher plane because of the punya, and a person gets enlightenment because the person already has got some good samskara. Some samskaras are there. So because of those samskaras and the good karma, so a person gets taught by the people or masters. So they're also the masters and all teaching and will be there, and the person discovers the self. So discovers that I am free from the whole samsara karma, I am free from the ignorance and I am free from all this cycle, and discovers and becomes one with the existence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Entonces, por ejemplo, imaginemos que una persona sí llega a ese estado a ese plano de conciencia y sí aprovecha la oportunidad y entonces despierta conciencia, sale del ciclo de samsara y pasa a ser uno con el ser.
So it's called krama mukti. It's called krama mukti technically. That means a gradual enlightenment. So gradual enlightenment. So going good karma, going to some other different plane lokas, higher lokas, and where you have a conducive atmosphere. Then from there you realize yourself, and you become one with the existence. That's a krama mukti. Technically, it's called krama mukti.
Mukti, with M. Mukti,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eso se llama krama mukti, que es un autodescubrimiento, una iluminación paulatina, paso a paso. Uno va pasando diferentes estados de conciencia, diferentes planos, y poco a poco se va iluminando hasta que completamente suelta y se autorrealiza completamente.
Yeah. So this is one scenario, one case.
Yes.
One case, the person has done a lot of good karma, a lot of good punya, so goes to the higher plane, and from there realizes. That's one case. The second case. So in the second case, let us say, for example, the person has done a lot of bad karma, let us say. Because of the confusion, because of the self-ignorance, asmita, because of the desire, all the primitive instincts and desire, raga, dvesha, because of this confusion, the person does wrong karma. wrong action, wrong karma, and a person gets a papa, what's called papa, lot of bad karma. And because of the karma, the person has to take a particular upadhi, particular body, where the person can exhaust this, because exhausting has to be done, person can exhaust this. So that is what we call the lower lokas, lower planes,
Yes. Entonces existe otra posibilidad, es que cuando una persona ha hecho mucho karma negativo, ha acumulado mucho karma negativo, entonces esa persona tiene que quemar ese karma. Entonces lo que va a suceder es que va a encarnar en un cuerpo físico de un plano de conciencia muy bajo, para poder quemar ese karma simplemente con el hecho de estar en ese cuerpo.
So here one thing we have to clearly understand that there is no karma, there is no ignorance, and there is no self-ignorance caused conditionings for the pure self. The pure self. The pure self. Pure self there is no. Only the whole karma, everything is only for the reflective consciousness, the false sense of self. So here, because of the wrong karma, papa, the individual takes the lower birth, so-called lower birth. So that lower birth is called what we call it animals and insects and animals and etc. So where I don't have much freedom. So there is no free will, only limited free will, not much freedom, lot of suffering, So this is what we call it lower lokas.
Entonces esa persona que ha hecho mucho karma negativo, ha acumulado mucho karma negativo, puede llegar a encarnar, a bajar en planos de encarnación y llegar a encarnar en el plano animal, en el plano de los insectos, de los animales, donde no hay free will, no hay libre albedrío, no hay esa libertad. Y eso es muy importante, ¿ok? Entonces podemos llegar a bajar a planos en los que hay más sufrimiento y no hay esa libertad, no hay la libertad de elección, que es una de las cosas, es lo más poderoso que tiene el ser humano.
Yeah. So the same original pure consciousness, because of the wrong identification, gets the body, and because of all this egotism and confusion, so I creates wrong action, wrong karma. Because of that wrong papa, because of the papa, so the lower life, animal life, assumes the animal life. So in animal life, what happens? Only exhausting. New karma we don't get. So the animal won't get a new karma, no punya. Only exhausting only. Exhausting.
Very good.
Yeah. So okay, I will continue.
Entonces es muy importante esto, porque una vez que uno encarna en la vida animal no está generando nuevo karma, solo está quemando. Por eso se encarna en la vida animal, para quemar karma. Esto es muy importante, los animales no generan karma.
So animals, there is no free will much, only instincts, and also they don't get any new karma. No new karma, good or bad. No good karma, no bad karma for the animals, but only exhausting the papa. Only exhausting. So let us say.
Entonces los animales solo queman karma, no generan ni karma positivo ni karma negativo, solo están quemando karma porque no tienen esa libertad de elección.
So for example, let us say a dog lives for 10-15 years. So in this 10-15 years, only exhausting the karma. So it will not acquire any new karma, no new imprints, no samskaras, nothing. Only exhausting the old karma. Then after when the dog dies after 10-15 years, the same consciousness which is there in every being, the same consciousness, so comes back to the human life again. Again human life. Then from again taking the human life and remembering everything and learning all the karmic lessons, and more aware now, more aware of the true nature, and so then again pick up the thread from here, and the evolution. So its evolution starts again, higher, until reaches the true self.
Entonces ese ser puede volver a encarnar después, va a encarnar después en ser humano con otra conciencia porque ya ha quemado todo ese karma, entonces va a comenzar otra vez la evolución con otra conciencia. So one question, una pregunta le quiero hacer yo aquí. Entonces, ¿qué diferencia, por ejemplo, entre encarnar en un animal que vive una vida feliz, con una familia feliz, o un animal que es maltratado? So what's the difference, for example, with incarnation? One is different to incarnate in a dog of a very good family that lives an incredible life, or a dog that is in a laboratory and they are making experiments with them, for example, no?
Yeah. So that's because of the karma. Because of the karma, punya and papa, extraordinary punya. So there is a good karma, So a lot of papa, because of the lot of papa and the combination, the combination of the karmas, what kind of karmas we have done, because of the combination, it's a very complex conglomeration.
Very complicated,
karmas. Very complicated. So complex conglomeration of the karmas. So a particular dog. And there also some differences because of the karma, combination of the karma. So, but then there also, really speaking, there is no suffering for the true self. There is no suffering for the true self. The suffering is only for the wrongly identified personality.
Yes, very important. Very important. Es muy importante de comprender y recordar que el ser no sufre nada en todo este viaje, solo observa. El que está sufriendo es la identificación que tenemos es lo que sufre. El ser no sufre en ninguna encarnación ni nada de lo que pase, solamente observa. Lo que sufre es la identificación. Very important,
Yeah. So this is little bit, I think we have to spend little more because the lower beings and why animals and all these things, and so because the whole thing is little bit complicated here, but not really complicated actually, but then it looks like, so little more details we will discuss in the next class. Class, because it's a little more we have to understand here. Because the karma is very complicated, very complex. We cannot logically understand, this. At the same time, it's not illogical also. It's like illogical also. It's a what you call translogical.
Yes.
And we have certain principles. So karma, the law of karma, the doctrine of karma, we can what do you call it? This is logical guesswork. This is a logical guesswork. So with that we can understand how the whole thing works. Then even the dog after 10-15 years, or animal living in that particular body, the same consciousness again comes back, takes a human birth, and continues the journey very fast.
Yes.
And evolution finally becomes one with the existence, universal existence. It's called the evolution.
Yes. Entonces él dice que el karma es algo que no es lógico ni ilógico, es translógico, porque es algo muy complejo. Vamos a hablar de esto el próximo día, más de la encarnación de los animales, por qué, cuándo, cómo funciona esa parte del karma, de las encarnaciones, pero porque es muy complejo, pero a la vez no es complejo, simplemente sucede. Lo que yo pienso es que simplemente hay demasiada información que lleva a esa vida en una dirección, por eso es difícil de comprender. Yes, I think there is so much information, like there is so many actions in the life that is information at the end, no? And all these universal laws has each and every information perfectly combined to create the next life, no? It's like a mathematic. I think it's mathematics, something like this, no?
Yes. It's true.
Very crazy. Okay, I have one question from Jose, 1 second. It says, dice, ¿las pruebas son causa del karma o son puestos por algo o alguien? He asks if the challenge in life are cause, are a produce of the karma, or are put there by someone or something or some energy, or it's just cause and effect, directly.
It's a directly cause and effect. Nobody can put karma. Nobody can influence us. We are responsible for all our actions and also challenges and also difficulties. Everything we are responsible means our karma, our actions, our karma, our free will. So this only responsible. It looks like others are responsible, but the others are only conduits. Others are only conduits, and we are eventually we are responsible.
Yes. Entonces él dice que es totalmente causa y efecto. Nosotros somos totalmente responsables de lo que hacemos y de los efectos que genera esto. A veces parece que otros son la causa, pero ellos están siendo solo los canales para que nosotros podamos experimentar el resultado de nuestro karma. Entonces nosotros es totalmente directo. Una acción, acaso una reacción de una manera u otra, quizá no lo vemos venir y se canaliza por diferentes personas, pero es la respuesta a nuestra acción. Yes.
Yeah. So we will continue in the next class because it's a little more complex here.
Yes, very good. Entonces vamos a continuar en la siguiente clase porque esto es bastante complejo, entonces vamos a ir desglosándolo poco a poco. Si alguien tiene una pregunta, Claudia, José, ¿tiene alguna pregunta más? Si no, vamos a concluir aquí. Es bastante complejo, súper interesante, es increíble la experiencia humana. Entonces vamos a ir desglosándola poco a poco para comprenderla con un poquito más de claridad. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
so,
please.
Here, to conclude,
yes.
So according to Yoga Vedanta, it's a human devolution. It's
yes.
not evolution. It's a devolution from the higher divinity. So we devolved from the spirituality because of the self-ignorance, and we are re-evolving back.
Yes.
It's a re-evolution.
Yes.
We are getting back to the evolution again.
Yeah. Yes. Entonces, desde el punto del Yoga Vedanta es una involución lo que sucede, porque venimos del ser y nos olvidamos, entonces luego tenemos que arrancar y hacer todo ese ciclo para volver a recordarnos y a despertar conciencia. Entonces no es una evolución, es una involución para volver a casa.
And also it's like back and forth also. It's not like always it's back and forth. That is why because it's a back and forth, the Darwin theory and all will come there. We will discuss in the next class there.
Okay.
So under Darwin theory and also creative evolution, there's a theory, creative evolution. All will come in the next class, we will discuss.
Ok, en la próxima clase vamos a hablar de la teoría de la evolución, porque no siempre es hacia adelante, también se va hacia atrás, también se va y se viene. Cuando van de animal a humano, humano a animal, entonces toda esa teoría de la evolución de Darwin y todo eso lo va a discutir en la próxima clase, así que va a estar buenísima. Yes, very good.
Okay, thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Keshavaji. Very much, because this is very incredible how you are putting it all together. Very incredible. Thank you so much. Soy súper agradecida porque esto es algo increíble tenerlo, estar desglosando así esta parte tan fuerte. Aquí me hacen una pregunta que dice, ¿sería en vano rezar o orar para evitar esas pruebas? There is one question. And Jose is asking if it works somehow for something to pray to avoid the exams, the testings. How it works, that bhakti into the effects of the karma, how it works, the bhakti there.
Yeah, bhakti is very important. Bhakti yoga, the bhakti yoga is very important. So bhakti yoga gives us enough strength to face the life, and also bhakti yoga helps us to gracefully accept whatever is given, so that we don't react. So rather than we respond consciously, so we don't react. And also it gives you a lot of psychological strength to face. And also it reduces the desires, etc. The desires and fears, all this, the burden is reduced, so that we are more relaxed and more conscious and more spiritual and more mindful, so that we can reduce the karmic imprints and the samskaras. So this will also clears the mind, and the effect of the samsara will be reduced more. And finally, it helps us to discover the self easily, quickly. So realization is easier.
Yes. So we can reduce karma with bhakti yoga, do you think?
Yeah.
Or not?
The effect of karma.
The effect, okay,
the
okay.
Effect,
Okay.
The effect of karma, the impact on the mind can be reduced by the result will be there, but my reception is different now.
Yes, totally. My
So
perception.
how we receive is different. Yeah.
Yes. Él dice que con Bhakti Yoga, con la devoción, con rezar, lo que vamos a hacer es conseguir una fortaleza interna psicológica muy grande, un estado mental de aceptación que nos va a hacer ver ese efecto del karma de otra manera. Entonces nos va a hacer aceptarlo y que sea mucho más fácil pasarlo. Y además nos va a transformar la mente, va a transformar esos samskaras que tenemos para evolucionar muchísimo más rápido. Entonces es súper importante esa parte de la devoción porque nos va a purificar la mente, entonces vamos a percibir los problemas como otras cosas diferentes, los vamos a aceptar y vamos a transmutarlo mucho más rápido. Yes, very important.
Yeah.
Y aceptarlos con gratitud. Yes.
So the karma yoga, bhakti yoga are closely related, very closely related.
Yes. Entonces, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, esos yogas todos están relacionados y todos son muy importantes en este viaje. Very good. Thank you very much, Keshavaji. So we see next time for more. Thank you so much and have a wonderful week. Namaste. Thank you very much. Y muchísimas gracias a todos. Cuestionense estas cosas, véanlo varias veces, esto hace falta verlo varias veces para tenerlo, tomen notas, anoten en la pared donde lo quieran ver, pero lleven esto a la práctica, porque cada una de estas lecciones son masterclasses y les puedo decir, ni siquiera en India es fácil tener acceso a este conocimiento, valórenlo, aplíquenlo, porque ahora el conocimiento se está liberando, pero sin aplicarlo no sirve para nada. Así que namaste, tengan una buena semana y trabajen en sí mismos. Chao, gracias. Ven para que te cerciores. Thank you very much, Keshava. Very interesting.
Still, live, still.
Que estamos live todavía. ¡Ay! Seguimos live. Livo, estás live. Pero Keshava se fue. Ay. Bueno, practiquen, chicos, de verdad. Esto es muy potente. Aquí les presento a Lipo, que siempre está backstage. El internet es así. Estamos en México ahora mismo, en Latinoamérica, entonces mejor así que de otra manera, ¿no? Entonces mejor tenerlo así que no tenerlo. Entonces hay que aprovechar.